As the Ravens get ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 25 yards that time.
And a good catch there by Mark Andrews. And many think that paired with Lamar Jackson, they may be the best quarterback tight end combo this side of Mahomes and Kelsey.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. And they've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher facing a really hot batter. Get him uncomfortable in the box. Change speeds, change locations, change the pitches you throw at him. So show different coverages, blitz sometimes, drop back other times. Just don't let him get comfortable or let him get into rhythm.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They go play action with Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taco Charlton. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique.
Touchdown! Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
A good rookie season for Clyde Edwards-Helaire, but I do believe a lot of people thought that he would be more of a factor in the passing game for KC last year. Remember, he had 55 catches his final season at LSU, wound up with only 36 as a rookie with the Chiefs. I expect that number to only go up. Remember, he missed a few games down the stretch with injury.
And that is caught. Touchdown. Touchdown, Kansas City! Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 29, Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14 to 7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Mahomes. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you've cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the 2nd and 3rd level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
Dorian O'Daniel, 3rd-round pick in 2018, made the tackle.
At the 38-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Jackson rolling to his right. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Sammy Watkins, of course, played for these Chiefs the last 3 years. Part of the championship team, Super Bowl 54 against the 49ers. Had some problems staying on the field, but when he did, he was productive. And the Ravens know that a healthy Sammy Watkins for them, that can be a big headache for opposing defenses. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2, and they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. 1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And this is caught by Watkins. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Now Tucker to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over the first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
At the 23-yard line.
2nd and 9. Throwing now is Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. But one thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Chiefs 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll start with the option. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. To try again after the sack. Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. and their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
We know play calls can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
2nd and 11 now. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown in his 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Well, we're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Ravens 31, Chiefs 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return is Duvernay. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Watkins there for a Baltimore first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Andrews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go option to the short side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there at 22. Here's Jackson to throw. Touchdown! That's caught. J.K. Dobbins with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Ravens will extend their lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now returning it, Antonio Callaway. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
He's got the first down and more past midfield, and finally taken down at the 34. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
The Chiefs' 31-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And his throw here's incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The Ravens on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. On first down, Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
Mahomes now on first down. And going deep for Hill. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 9 yards that time. Mahomes will throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's got some space here. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. 83 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Where were they clicking on offense?
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they will fall to 1-1. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.